Good evening to the students, families, and friends of California School of the Arts, San Gabriel Valley. We are so excited to celebrate our talented student artists with you tonight during our virtual season finale and auction. Although this year has continued to look different than any other, let's remember that challenges and times of change are moments that inspire some of the greatest creativity. We are so proud of the hard work and resiliency of our students, faculty, and staff. Together, we've been able to grow stronger and more adaptable than ever before. I want to take this time to thank each and every one of you for your continued dedication to your students and to our school. By believing in us, we are able to continue providing unparalleled arts and academic education to our talent and deserving students, preparing them for their future. Tonight, we have an extraordinary opportunity for you to continue your support of our school by participating in our virtual auction and Fund a Dream campaign. Each year, we need to raise nearly $3 million to support our conservatories through staff, performances, master artists, and arts enrichment opportunities. But we can't accomplish that without generous support from supporters like you. Please bid enthusiastically on our fun assortment of auction items to help us to reach and exceed this goal. Now, if you don't win that special item, or if you'd like to increase your impact even further, please consider making a tax-deductible donation to our Fund a Dream campaign. This helps to fund our Artist Scholar sponsorship program, which ensures that every child at CSArts-SGV, regardless of their financial capacity, receives robust training and the full spectrum of experiences offered here. This is a critical program for our students and for our school. Your generosity provides the opportunity for all students who are passionate about the arts to have this life-changing experience. Thank you in advance for your enthusiasm and support. Now, to officially kick off the show, I would like to welcome your host for the evening, our Chair of Theater, Mr. Judd Williford.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you are already having a fun and inspiring evening. As the CSArts-SGV Chair of Theater, I can say that our outstanding Arts Conservatory faculty and our tremendously talented students have prepared quite a show for you tonight. We have an impressive collection of highlights from this past year, some brand new performances, and some unique and special moments ahead. Helping to add color to this evening will be our senior hosts, who are excited to share what their conservatories have been learning this year. Here's a technical tutorial for tonight. To make the most of our virtual event, we recommend that you use two separate devices. We encourage you to watch this live video of our virtual showcase on one screen in your house, like your TV. And if your TV has Screen Share or Chromecast, it's a great option. Otherwise, I recommend watching it on your computer. Then use another device such as your smartphone, tablet, or laptop to view the auction, so you don't miss out on any of the fun of bidding and donating. As a reminder, the link to the online auction is bidpal.net/CSArts Virtual Auction 2021. If you haven't done so already, make sure to register as a bidder by entering your credit card and information. Great. Now you're ready to start bidding on the amazing auction items. Also, we want to know who's watching out there. So snap a photo of your watch party and cheer on your fellow performers by using the hashtag CSArts Virtual Season Finale 2021. Also, follow the CSArts-SGV Instagram account for more ways to interact throughout the show. All right, now that you're settled in, I want to thank you again for your support, both tonight and throughout the past year. We're fortunate to have you as a part of the CSArts-SGV family. Now, I will hand it over to our students to introduce our opening acts.
Hello, everyone, and welcome. My name is Audrey Say, and I am a proud senior in the Commercial Dance Conservatory.
Hi, my name is Elijah Ramirez, and I am a senior in the Vocal Arts Conservatory. We are excited to introduce our opening performances and share a little about each of our conservatories.
Here at CSArts-SGV, students in the Commercial Dance Conservatory train in 8 different genres of dance, leading them to become versatile, well-rounded artists. To kick off tonight's performances, Commercial Dance presents a performance of We Are. This incredible piece was set by Mary Grace McNally, who was our artist in residence last year. We are so excited for you to see this beautiful contemporary performance that the dancers have worked so hard on.
Our Vocal Arts Conservatory students sing repertoire from more than 10 musical genres, including folk, R&B, opera, and everything in between. Following Commercial Dance's presentation, the Vocal Arts Conservatory is proud to introduce music from the MTV Radio Hour. Featuring students from all grade levels, the MTV Radio Hour is a dream set list of 1980s music videos, taking us back to the glory days of pop, hip-hop, new wave, and power ballads. We hope you enjoy it.
I heard you on the wireless back in '52. Lying awake intent at tuning in on you. If I was young, it didn't stop you coming through. Oh, oh.
They took the credit for your second symphony, rewritten by machine on new technology. And now I understand the problems you can see.
Video killed the radio star. Video killed the radio star. Video killed the radio star. Video killed the radio star.
Hi, I'm Sprock Hudson, your VJ and host for the MTV Radio Hour. We promise you'll never look at music the same way again.
Sweet dreams are made of these. Who am I to disagree? I travel the world and the seven seas. Everybody's looking for something. I'm never gonna dance again. Guilty feet have got no rhythm. Though it's easy to pretend. I know you're not a fool. 'Cause I never knew love like this before. What I want, you've got, and it might be hard to handle. Like a flame that burns a candle. The candle feeds the flame. Where have all the good men gone, and where are all the gods? Where's the streetwise Hercules to fight the rising odds?
Longest for the longest time. Longest for the longest.
Tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies. Tell me lies, tell me lies. Oh no, no, you can't disguise. If you're lost, you can look and you will find me. Time after time. If you fall, I will catch you. I will be waiting. Time after time. Let's dance.
Put on your red shoes and dance the blues.
Let's dance. I want to break free. I want to break free. I want to break free from your lies. You're so self-satisfied, I don't need you. Yes, I'm saving all my love. Yes, I'm saving all my love for you. Get on your feet. Stand up and take some action.
Thanks for joining us for this totally bodacious hour of the best and greatest music video performances. Once again, I'm your host, Sprock Hudson, and we'll see you next time on the MTV Radio Hour.
Any way you want it, that's the way you need it. Any way you want it. She loves to laugh, she loves to sing, she does everything. She loves to move, she loves to groove, she loves to love and think. All night, oh, every night. So hold tight, oh baby, hold tight. She said, any way you want it, that's the way you need it. Any way you want it.
Hi again. What a fantastic way to start our show. And as a reminder, our virtual auction is continuing throughout the evening. So please be sure to visit bidpal.net CSArts Virtual Auction 2021 to view and bid on the amazing items that are available. And remember, your generosity in supporting tonight's auction helps ensure that our students continue to receive the best pre-professional arts training and performance opportunities available. In addition to our high school program, CSArts-SGV enrolls more than 100 middle school students that we share with Duarte Unified School District. This unique partnership provides academic instruction during the day at various schools throughout the district, and then allows those same students to participate in our arts instruction in the afternoon. These junior artists are an integral part of our school culture. Enjoy this glimpse into their CSArts-SGV experience.
Hi, my name is Lauren Zavala, and I hope you enjoyed seeing some of my classmates and me in the last presentation. As an 8th grade student in integrated arts, I am so fortunate to explore many arts areas in my conservatory, from creative writing and musical theater to dance and visual arts. The only thing more exciting than my arts classes is knowing that, next year, I'll be able to join the high school students and spend even more time in my conservatory classes. Here to tell you about 2 more of our amazing high school conservatories are Angel and Elizabeth.
Hello, my name is Angel Ruiz, and I am a senior in the Instrumental Music Conservatory.
And my name is Elizabeth Dubrovsky, and I'm a senior in the Production and Design Conservatory.
The Instrumental Music Conservatory is made up of 4 different programs: guitar, piano, strings and orchestra, and winds and jazz. This year, we also have 2 new ensemble directors for our wind ensemble and orchestra programs. We have embraced the nature of distance learning by breaking down our large ensembles into smaller chamber groups to promote more musical interaction between students and instructors. This evening's instrumental music presentation gives a glimpse into each one of our phenomenal programs.
Did you know that this school year, the Production and Design Conservatory added 8 new classes to its curriculum? Media design, sound design, digital rendering, and drawing and rendering too. It takes many people to create the magic of theater, and during the pandemic, our students have been challenged with creatively developing the designs and technical aspects of a show from their homes. Following instrumental music's presentation, the Production and Design Practicum class takes you inside the process of creating its first full-length musical, Urinetown. We hope you enjoy this inside look.
Hello, my name is Abraham Rodriguez, and I'm so excited to be stepping back into my role as production manager for CSArts-SGV's spring musical, Urinetown. After a trying year, CSArts-SGV has been working diligently to put on a full-length musical about a small town where citizens must pay to pee.
Urinetown is a unique show because even though it might seem funny on the surface, it's actually very dark. My name is Fernanda Bevrito, and I am the stage manager for Urinetown. During production meetings, I take notes during discussions, record questions designers have for the director, and create a list of next steps for the following meetings.
As a costume designer, I've learned the importance of paying attention to detail. I started off doing research on Urinetown in the 1940s and collected reference photos for clothing for each of the characters might wear, whether that be a dress, pants, or even a three-piece suit. After that, I began to sample different colors for each character and the staple pieces I wanted each of them to have. Lastly, I completed the original sketches for every character, implementing all my research and color choices before running the final designs by the director for approval.
My name is Kirsten Sandoval and I am lead wardrobe for Urinetown. My main job is to connect with the cast to get their measurements for each costume. Communication is very important for someone in my position. Then, if something goes wrong, I need to be able to help resolve it.
Although all of our classes have been virtual this year, our technical director, Pamai Nakoa, and scenic artist, Amanda Mackinson, have been working on campus to oversee the building and painting of scenic elements designed and constructed by P&D practicum students.
As a props master, I have learned to manage my budget and to only purchase what is necessary to achieve the director's vision. I have also learned to include multiple examples when presenting props so that the director has more options to choose from. It was important to me that all the props were accurate to the time period and location while doing my research.
My name is Angelina Oliva and I am the assistant scenic designer for Urinetown. My main job is to help our scenic designer with the creation of the set for our musical. We try to find various ways to embrace the comedic elements in our designs, making sure there was humor everywhere, even in the darkness. After many Zoom meetings, we finally had a solid rendering of the entire set. The scenic designer went on Vectorworks and placed the scenic elements, and I used those measurements to create the 3D model, which I am currently in the process of finishing.
My name is Elizabeth Dubrowski, and I am the scenic designer for Urinetown. My main job is to create the overall design and tone of the set. I started the process with rough pencil sketches, which would then be translated into color digital renderings. I first read the script and broke down specific elements that were needed in each scene. In doing this, I also picked up themes and lines from the show that I thought would help focus my design. I imagined Urinetown being very cartoonish and colorful, but I also wanted to focus on the dirty sewer-like description of the destinations, highlighting the complexity of the plot throughout the intricacy of the sewer system that the musical describes. Once a final design was chosen, I drafted the set in Vectorworks. Finally, I helped build and paint the physical set for the actors to use.
Hi, my name is Jen Austin, and I'm the technical director for Urinetown. I take into consideration the safety of the cast and crew and ensure all technical aspects of the production are accounted for. As the technical director, organization and note-taking have become the most important parts of my job. It is my responsibility to make sure everyone in the cast and crew have what they need so that the production can run smoothly. Knowing that production will be fully put up is both stressful and exciting. I can't wait to see everyone's hard work actually be presented on the stage.
Telling my students that we would be working on something tangible, something fully realized, and seeing their faces light up was the best part of my year so far. And I'm so excited that we were able to produce a full-length musical, a return to normal, a return to the theater. And though it may not look like it used to, the thrill of witnessing creative collaboration will be enough to carry us on into next school year.
Good evening, and thank you again for joining us for such a special night. My name is Dr. William Wallace, and I am honored to serve as the principal of the California School of the Arts, San Gabriel Valley. I am so proud of the way we have all been able to grow and adapt this year, and I'm thrilled with the hard work and dedication our students have given to both their arts and academic classes. CSArts-SGV is committed to providing all of our students with an exceptional education, no matter the obstacles. This includes financial challenges. Nearly 200 students at CS Arts are currently on the federal free and reduced lunch program, meaning that their family's income is below the national poverty line. It is our fierce commitment that we provide these students with the same opportunities and experience as anyone else. Tonight, you can make a difference in the lives of those students by giving to our Fund to Dream campaign. Contributions will go directly to our Artist Scholar Sponsorship Program, which provides crucial funding to our Arts Conservatory programs, in addition to giving these students everything they need to succeed, including extracurricular programs, school yearbooks, technology, and supplies. But this is only possible with the support of our community. Our students rely on your investment, on your commitment, and on your help to make this all happen. Tonight is a celebration of achievement. This year, and with your help, we can continue to deliver unparalleled opportunities for each and every student at CS Arts. Thank you for your support. Now, we would like to send a thank you to all of our CS Arts-SGV families. For this next piece, we asked our students, parents, faculty, and staff to create and share special moments that reflect the true spirit of CS Arts-SGV. Perhaps you'll see some familiar faces.
Hello, my name is Sullivan Braun, and I'm a senior in the Acting Conservatory. In spite of our inability to gather in person this past year, the Acting Conservatory has continued to work together and collaborate to create many impactful virtual productions, including several directed by incredible master artists. Tonight, the Acting Conservatory will show you its best moments of the school year, demonstrating our strength and our passion for our craft.
I think this is a good time to tell you we're putting together a time capsule for people to dig up 1,000 years from now. We're putting in a copy of our spiritual texts and a copy of the Constitution of the United States and a copy of William Shakespeare's plays. What do you say, folks? What do you think? You know, Babylon once had 2 million people in it. And all we know about him is the names of the kings and some copies of wheat contracts and contracts for the sale of slaves. Yet every night, all those families sat down to supper, and the father came home from his work, and the smoke went up the chimney, same as here. And even in Greece and Rome, all we know about the real life of the people is what we can piece together out of the jolting poems and the comedies they wrote for the theater back then. So, I'm going to put in a recording of our classes, rehearsals, and performances over the last year. And the people 1,000 years from now will know a few simple facts about us. More than election results and who won the World Series. So, people 1,000 years from now, this is the way we were in the provinces of the San Gabriel Valley in the beginning of the 21st century. This is the way we were. In our singing, acting, and dancing, in our storytelling, in our growing up, and in our living.
Hi, my name is Ella Beyer, and I'm a senior in the Musical Theater Conservatory. Over the past year, the conservatory has adapted and persevered to provide students with meaningful performance and educational opportunities virtually. Musical theater students have not only honed their talents, but have also learned to become more resilient in challenging situations. Tonight's presentation of In the Dark from our postponed incubator project rock musical, Undiscovered Country, showcases the moment when unstoppable artistic inspiration meets seemingly insurmountable obstacles.
It's dark in here, so dark in here. Is it day or night? I can't see any light. What's behind? What's ahead? What's above? What's below? Where to stop? Where to go? I don't know. In the dark. It's dark out there, so dark out there. Thought the route was clear, didn't have to steer. Then a flash and a crash, and it all went to hell. What will be? I can't see, I can't tell. In the dark, in the dark. It's dark in here, so very dark in here. I am flying blind, I am redefined from the air. There is nowhere to look, so I'll leap, fingers crossed, caution tossed, diving deep. In the dark. In
Hi, my name is Annika Bolton, and I will soon be a graduate of California School of the Arts, San Gabriel Valley. To say this year has been unique would be an understatement. 12 months ago, many of us had never heard of Zoom, had never used the word pandemic in a sentence, and had never considered the possibility of not being around our friends for such a long period of time. To say we persevered would not be giving the graduating class of 2021 enough credit. This year has taught us so many important lessons, not the least of which is the importance of friends, family, and our school community. We'd like to celebrate the tenacity of this year's graduating class with a short video celebrating our amazing seniors. Thank you to our family, friends, teachers, and staff for supporting us during this challenging time.
Hi, my name is Isabella Ponce, and I am a senior in the Creative Writing Conservatory.
My name is Brenna Corcoran, and I am a senior in the Visual Arts Conservatory.
One of the unique and incredible opportunities we have at CSArts-SGV is our Master Artist Series, where industry professionals provide coaching, inspirational discussions, and career advice for students to help them on their career paths.
This year, we were fortunate to learn from renowned conductor and composer Eric Whitaker, actor John Michael Higgins, architect Frank Gehry, and many others, including several professional artists who discussed their work during the Visual Arts Conservatory's inaugural Speak Week.
Students have been able to take what they have learned and creatively apply it to their studies. In addition, this year, Creative Writing presented its very first short film festival that featured 18 original student films, all written and directed by students. Tonight, we will be presenting poems and stories written by our seniors as they reflect on the past, live in the present, and bring their voices into the future.
After that, some of the Visual Arts Conservatory seniors will share about their experience in VA over the past 4 years, showcasing their artistic process and their work. Enjoy!
On the duties of the young. Why should man, a worried being, write to speak, or better, sing? Shall he yield, flaws accept, or paint as his own architect? Does he craft his peer's nest, with prudent worth and truth expressed, or does he burn it, black and dead, with a hand of feathered lead?
Dear reader, remember the bright skies and summer evenings, sitting by a lake sipping cherry cola, the winding roads ahead lying perfectly with your life.
Hello, my name is Dylan Ford.
My name is Mara Mercado.
My name is Isabella Ponce, and I will be reading a poem titled Who Is Against the World.
So the title of my piece is Bourbon Flowers.
And this is a poem titled Empty Streets. Each day feels the same. I hear the patter of feet striking concrete and feel the wind of cars as they pass by.
A man is praying with a bourbon in his hand and his daughter at his feet. picking the weeds surrounding his mother and father. The emotion cast on his face was of a pain hidden deep within his eyes, for he has no flowers to give and no money to bear, only the bourbon in his hand and his wife's tears.
I can't strip my skin. I can't peel off the layers as one would peel an orange. I can't tear off the different grooves. I can't change the color. I can apply hours and hours of makeup, but the original tint will always be there. I simply can't strip my skin.
A Cassandra is a harbinger of death, always a woman ignored. And yet a Cassandra means helper of men, men who did not listen and so were destroyed by other men.
Apparently my somatic cells are compatible with pretty much everyone, with all the acquired genes I have after living for almost 2 centuries.
His daughter joins him with bourbon in her hands and pours what's left onto her mother's new home.
Remember the long nights sitting up in the roof, watching the stars light up your night, actively searching for constellations to add to your collection of memories?
I would try to ignore their glee by staring at the ceiling. It was spattered with chips of black paint. To anyone on the table, it would have looked like dried, dark blood.
And why was this Cassandra condemned to forever speak prophecies you would not listen to? She would not lay with a god and so suffered for it. For what is it for a girl to be afraid?
Remember the longing in your eyes, full of promises and optimism? A look that's unforgettable, a look that's so pure yet so strong. Days that were once filled with hope, but the tighter you held on, the more it went to slip away from your grasp.
As we continue through time, it feels like the people and cars go missing, like they took a wrong turn and left society.
Days trapped beneath a mason jar. Look and see its feelers twitch, collapsing into aging stars, which limp across the sky tonight. Press your fingers to my face, we insects and we fickle youth, balloons we lost in outer space.
The red spurted from my lips as I leaned in to kiss her. She screamed really loudly, and I had to wear sunglasses for 20 days afterward. "Do you fear me?" I asked her one day.
She knew it was coming. She knew no one would listen. She knew she would fall. She knew her city would suffer. She knew her people would wallow in fear and despair, and I oftentimes wonder if she knew she ought to be afraid.
There are days when I want to hide from myself, hide from a system that points at the shade and spits in disgust, hides from the questions of whether or not the skin is my skin and my ancestors' skin had more recognition. I used to wonder if my skin was a different color. Would I be more than the world expects of me?
The sound of the freeway always made it to my room, but now it's just the birds chirping. Never would I have thought there would be this blissful silence. Never would I have thought the streets would be so lonely.
His breath no longer has a sour taste to it, but his heart weeps unlike his eyes. He speaks to non-existent people and prays to a deaf god. And all that's left is the flower that drinks bourbon, that's grown out of their graves.
Senseless murdering based off of what? Something I can't take off? I can take off a badge, but my skin will always be with me. Enough of this. It's time for it to end. And my skin is waiting to be seen as more, as the joyous living being it is.
But our Cassandra, she who is a priestess for all, she who is a protectress of men, she who is not afraid, she who does what she can, for she knows her destiny. Cursed with knowledge, I, you, we all are a Cassandra. Thank you.
Visual Arts is the conservatory at CSArts that focuses on art making in the realm of painting, drawing, ceramics, photography, animation, etc.
Our Visual Arts Conservatory is a place where we can discover and explore our artistic voices and identities.
It is an overall great place to get feedback from your peers and teachers on your work in order to grow as an artist.
Rather than having a standardized curriculum where all students have to create the same pieces, there's just this incredible allowance for individual artistic expression.
Something about visual arts that really stands out to me is that instead of just having like a one-time performance, your work gets to stay up for a really long period of time, sometimes forever. I was in a class where we did a mural on one of the buildings at school, and like everybody gets to see it.
The process of working on a project from start to finish is pretty universal.
First, our teachers have us do thumbnails, which is a way to brainstorm ideas and get them onto paper. Then we move on to the sketching stage.
When starting a project, I collect research or references to help me build up the execution of the piece. And afterwards, really, I just treat my project as if it were improv, where I just go with the flow of it.
The type of art that I create now is mostly minimalistic. I love working with paint. Murals are one of my favorite things to create. I also love interior design, as well as fashion and creating digital pieces.
As of right now, the art that I make is very much abstract. I like to work in acrylic and watercolor paint and work with lots of layers, explore form and color. I've become a stronger artist in what I do now because I was able to experiment and try things out.
I really love creating art that has significant meaning to it or illustrates an important message. Over the years, through taking classes at CSArts, I've learned that I love printmaking and I love digital art and photography, and I never would have known that without it.
My art aims for 2D animation, specifically for its visual development. And so ever since joining the Visual Arts Conservatory, I have developed many skills that have helped me sharpen my artistic and storytelling vision.
Even though the pandemic has really caused things to be very different, I still feel as involved as ever in my classes.
The teachers in visual arts have done a great job of trying to keep that learning environment as much as we can.
Visual arts has been incredible at creating a conducive and effective online learning environment during this crazy time. One of my personal favorite aspects of visual arts is that you can take it anywhere. I truly feel that I am receiving so much of the same instruction that I was even in person.
The experience overall of being in VA was very fun. I made a lot of friends and a lot of connections that I find very valuable.
Whether it be exploring different mediums or meeting new artists, it all broadens my perspective as an artist and myself in general.
I've learned so much in my years as a visual arts student, and I'm really grateful for my conservatory classes and my teachers who have just taught me so many things.
We get so much inspiration from each other in class, and it's really encouraging to keep making art every day.
Honestly, VA has just pushed me to become not only a better artist, but a more curious and creative person in general.
What an amazing evening this has been. And we're not quite done. As you've seen throughout this evening's showcase, the CSArts-SGV family is truly special. And we're continuing to grow in spirit and number. In fact, our conservatory directors have been doing their part to increase enrollment. As such, I'd like to take a moment to introduce to you the youngest members of the CSArts-SGV community. Charlie Hennessy, School of Dance. Arlo Williford, School of Theater. Mila McGough, School of Music. And the Powers twins, soon to be the Vocal Arts Conservatory's newest tenor and bass. Each of these young CSArts family members have already cast their bids on their favorite auction items, and I strongly urge you to check back in at bidpal.net CSArts Virtual Auction 2021 as the auction closes this evening at 10 p.m. And now, to introduce our final performances, please welcome back our senior hosts.
Hi, I'm Julia Centeno from the Integrated Arts Conservatory.
I'm Callista Bennett from the Classical and Contemporary Dance Conservatory.
Integrated Arts students experience all art forms: film, acting, visual arts, dance, musical theater, and writing. All of this diversity in study really helps us to build our artistic view of the world and express ourselves in different ways. The best part of being an IA is the camaraderie between us students. It is so great to feel accepted and uninhibited in classes and to be able to ask for or offer help to fellow students. Tonight, the Integrated Arts Conservatory wanted to give hope, support, and encouragement to all those watching. We want you to remember that you are a firework.
Classical and contemporary dance students have really taken over their households this semester, laying down marley flooring in the living room, rearranging the furniture, building ballet bars out of PVC piping. Dancers have done whatever it takes to create their own home dance studios. To end the evening, CCD dancers will demonstrate their dedication with a modified version of repertoire from the Dance Theater of Harlem. The piece, New Bach, was originally created for the Dance Theater of Harlem by Robert Garland in 2001. Faculty member Renee Kim, who performed this piece as a soloist, has taught the third movement to the classical and contemporary dance students.
Do you ever feel like a plastic bag drifting through the wind, wanting to start again? Do you ever feel so paper thin, like a house of cards and blow from caving in? Do you ever feel already buried deep, 6 feet under screens but no one seems to hear a thing? Do you know that there's still a chance for you, 'cause there's a spark in you? You just gotta ignite the light and let it shine. Just own the night like the 4th of July. 'Cause baby, you're a firework. Come on, show 'em what
What an incredible evening of performances and showcases from our students. Thank you so much to Mr. Williford for hosting the show, and I want to express my appreciation to everyone involved in the making of tonight's season finale, including our conservatory directors, staff, our administrative team, the foundation office, and of course, our amazing students. Special thanks to our Board of Trustees, Duarte Unified School District, members of President's Circle, and Encore, and our season partners, Sino TV and Edison International. The night would have been a success without the help from so many of our families who also donated amazing auction items. Thank you. And my appreciation goes to all of our families who contribute to their child's conservatory experience each year. We're so grateful for your continued support. We couldn't make the magic happen without you. The online auction, opportunity drawing, and Fund a Dream campaign will remain open until 10 o'clock tonight. Thank you for attending tonight's virtual season finale and auction, and thank you again for your generosity.